I dare you to cross like a reverend, and my energy paralyzed. I'm like a finger 11.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Now on first down, Drake again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On the carry. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Packers 0. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
3 on the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Funchess, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside. And he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
It's a gain of 6.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funchess. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. On first down, Rodgers. Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Rodgers. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire
offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Ship.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Green Bay.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 1st down, Drake. A spin. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Right back to Dre. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down and goal to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Through an opening, and there he goes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Cardinals 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Murray. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. On on the carry. This is Scott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. So don't say nothing. Mike's 42, Mike's 42.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Pollard found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
1st down.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Run for Pollard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Packers 14, Cardinals 7.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Complete.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the... ...32-yard line.
Defense.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
41. Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. First down, Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And inches at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is third and inches. Rodgers again now. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances, putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but...
wide open, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Score Packers 17, Cardinals 14.
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
7 at the Cardinals' 42-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Hey, we got number 53.
Here's Pollard again. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction, because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Tonight's final score.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game.